almost prostitution. Your study was compared to 50.
Yes, sir. Yes.
But what must be size? Can you explain what must be size of this thing?
Sir, 100 was there. I took.
What is random sampling? Random sampling.
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Sir, random sampling is a method.
How it is done? How sample is done?
Sir, it can be done either by a table format, is there, Lipset table is there. Sir, otherwise a lottery system is also there. Sir, I use the lottery system for drawing out.
Or snowball technique.
Snowball technique is there, yes.
They entered into prostitution, but they did not want their child in prostitution. So, what difference you mark there? Why they? What contributed to their change of mind? Change of mind, yes.
Sir, they felt like, so first and foremost that they may be pushed into the prostitution by their family occupation, but obviously prostitution is something that they face a lot of harassment and a lot of the society.
You studied that. You study what is your study found actually? Why? Something very positive. The prostitutes themselves didn't want their sons, the daughters to be engaged in profession.
You have taken sample from Bhubaneswar.
Yes, sir.
What is total? What is population of prostitution in India now?
Population?
Yes. What is the population
of India right now? So 140 crores.
What contributed the change in Maharashtra? What prompted the change?
Sir, stigmatization of prostitution as a society. We don't accept the prostitution as a good profession. So secondly, the harassment which they faced in prostitution. And secondly, sir, everyone wants to lead a dignified life. So they want this.
But the oldest profession is this prostitution actually. It is thriving even in the developed countries.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
That is a paradox. We attach most dignity, stigma, and things like that. But still, it is thriving. That is something. Wonder I don't know. I want to know why.
Oldest trade in the world. The oldest trade in the world.
Definitely, yeah. Sir, but it leads to objectification of women. And sir,
we perceive its crisis.
Yes, sir.
But still, it is social acceptance in the sense that the profession is thriving.
Sir, there is a school in sociology.
Yes, please tell me that.
So that
I
is
want
a
to keep
school
to know
of
that.
functionalism that believes that everything in society has some functional aspect that maintains some kind of function in society. So from the prostitution point of view, they believe that prostitution acts as a way for men to channelize their sexual gratification. For example, if someone is outside and they don't have...
I don't know how the social changes and our viewpoint, attitude has contributed to keep it raw and sustained.
Can I take 5 seconds to...
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Because you have studied, this is something very, your research, you have done a research very sensitive actually. Because, yes, please go.
Sir,
number of study have been conducted. Lot of study have been conducted on this.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Please go ahead.
You see, you are student sociology.
Yes, sir.
What causes social change? What are the causes of social change?
Sir, there are social change comes because of firstly attitude. I think change in the attitude and the mindset. Plus, technology is another instrument of bringing about social change. And sir, another thing, I think certain social people are even behind the bringing social change.
Demography is a factor, no?
Yes, sir, definitely. Demography is also a factor.
Please go ahead with the
natural hazards. Natural hazards. You see, you tell me what are the process, social process. Social process.
Yes, sir. The process of cooperation is there.
Cooperation.
Conflict is there.
Yes.
Accommodation is there.
Yes.
Adjustment is there.
Yes. What is assimilation?
Sir, assimilation is bringing all...
How to identify assimilation?
Identify sir, example can I give one? Sir, the tribals coming into the mainstream educational is one such example of assimilation to bring the tribals in.
Who is regarded as father of sociology? Who is regarded as father of sociology?
G.S. Ghore. Indian sociology we regard G.S. Ghore, and sociology we regard Auguste Comte as the father.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
This I know na the sociological study you are telling na why it is so. That I am telling.
So why prostitution has still prevailed after so many years?
Second, another thing what you told tribals actually.
Yes.
Tribal is known as for their uniqueness, unique
Definitely,
culture, tradition.
Yes, sir.
But the moment we impose upon our own developmental model,
Yes, sir.
So they we say that they are mainstreamed, but they are lost away from their culture, their custom, tradition. So they lose their that uniqueness. So is it not a paradox actually?
Sir, it is a paradox definitely, but sir, we have also tried to conserve the tribal culture. Sir, by promoting their crafts and their some of the, so for example, in Mayurbhanj, so there is a tribe which produces this sky chutney, which is a rent.
Now a GI tag.
sir.
There is now debate whether you want to conserve the tradition
Yeah.
or try to introduce the technology. If technology does not enter, they will remain poor.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there should be a balance between both of them. For example, sir, we can allow them.
Means we don't
also-
have can we say that we don't have a solution to this? This paradox, this riddle, we cannot solve.
No, so we can solve.
Well, we can solve. Yes. So that's what I am really happy to know. So it is not a riddle.
Sir, it is a riddle, but we are trying to solve it, sir. Everything has a solution, I
Madam,
believe.
tell me,
Yes, sir.
who is the leader first or follower first?
Follower first.
Then without leader, there is followers.
Sir, among the followers only we get a leader. So I think
First followers come, then leader. Or first leader, then followers.
without both of them we can't sustain. But sir,
Chicken first or egg first?
it's a very
It's a paradox, sir.
yeah.
Sir,
Yes.
What is I need to ask because sociology expert I didn't and I am
No, sir, I'm not.
Yeah, how sociology helps you in the practical terms
Yes, sir.
in understanding society so that the social inequity social difference is removed actually. Socially, I could get it what I mean.
Yes.
What is social inequity actually?
Sir, it is the injustice or the injustice and the unfairness which is.
So the means level playing field is disturbed
Yes,
actually.
sir. Yes, sir.
So what causes that there is change in this
Sir,
level playing
in
field?
sociology, I can consider two aspects. So one is the macro phenomenon. So where the entire social structure has failed to provide the the avenues for equality to the people. For example, if a person belongs to a scheduled caste, even if they try, they may reach the upper ladder, but they may face some kind of casteist remarks, something
Stigma.
like
The stigma will continue.
Yeah.
That means they won't come out of that circle.
Yes,
actually.
sir.
That cycle.
Sir, another thing is the micro, like for example, all of us are here. Sir, while interacting also, there can be a possibility that we don't accept the person as a part of the whole. Like they may face from person to person.
But do you think that education can be a game changer?
Definitely, sir. Yeah.
So in that way, has it failed in bringing about that change actually in our mindset and in our objectivity?
Sir, education has not entirely failed, but sir, there is one such incident I was reading. Sir, for example, there was a school in Kerala, sir, where the students were asked to clean the bathroom toilets. They belong to the scheduled caste. So I think education, where we look for secular ideas, so somewhere it has failed to instill that equality. It can be because of the lack on the part of sensitization of the teachers also. So, for example, Rajasthan also, a boy, he died. Because the teacher was not very happy. He drank water from the pot of the teacher was the upper caste. So not entirely failed, but sir, we need to instill value education in, like to be compassionate, to be tolerant.
It boils down to community.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know Bonda tribe in Odisha, Bonda tribe.
Yes, sir.
What they
Sir, they are particularly vulnerable tribal groups hunting and gathering.
Their vulnerability arises due to what?
Why the
Why the vulnerability?
So they don't have a very subsistence economy. They are still dependent on hunting and gathering. And
That is
No.
Yeah.
Their vulnerability is measured in what terms? In what factors?
sir, can I take 5 seconds?
Take 5 seconds or 5 hours. I don't mind.
that is important.
Most important
This
actually.
suggests the rate of socialization is very slow. In case of tribal, that Bonda hills. What mechanism we can develop to increase the rate of change? So,
First of all,
Better life.
their number is diminishing.
Yeah.
Then with that,
Particularly vulnerable tribal
with that,
groups.
another thing is also changing. It's going away. It's being erased. What is that?
Language barrier.
So the two things makes them
Yes.
more vulnerable or susceptible.
Yes.
And that's a need actually, because and our developmental model ensures that they are also weeded out.
Yes, sir. So they face the
Because once you are mainstream, so-called mainstream,
Integration.
your own uniqueness goes away actually. So that's a paradox actually. We are what I'm going to
the
see.
number is declining and the language barrier
Yes.
is there. Yes. So, but there was a very good thing. Sir, a first person from a Boda tribal group, they have got into MBBS. Sir, I was reading recently.
Today I'm going. Somebody has given me a chance to been selected for this civil service. When I read it, I was stunned actually. Means is it a destruction or is it a construction? I had to myself come to term actually, because you see, what I meant to say, it is a debate actually. So are you educated in that sense, which fails to harmonize different tenets of development not in economic sense. It has also several paradigm factors.
Definitely.
So that we are losing means have you heard now there is a fashion now to term STEM and STEAM. Have you heard this STEM and STEAM? We are sociologists. We must deal with this aspect more actually. STEM, have you heard? STEM, S-T-E-M.
Yes, sir. Plant.
Yeah?
Plan
No, plan.
STEM, yes, science, technology, education, mathematics.
Then science, technology, engineering, and mathematics emphasis to innovate, to improve.
Yes,
But
yes.
now we have included the STEAM. Now it is not enough. Now A has to go. What is that A? The arts. The arts means
Science.
what? It gives you sensitivity, human sensibility. But this is also experimentation actually. This is not a final thing. That means we are still very ignorant about our social change and culture. Am I right or am I wrong actually?
So you are right.
So they are also sociologists. They are called social engineering.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Social engineering. If you want transformation of society, you must go out for social engineering.
Sir, I can take a guess.
Two things: economic growth and social. Suppose you give more emphasis on economic development, but less to social development.
Yes.
So will there disparity or not?
So there will be disparity because social capital will become less. There will be more conflict, less.
Can you ask why? What is the prime trigger of this anomalous thing? What factor actually? We say demographic dividend, but it is not a it is not dividend. It is a disaster. Yes, demography must be within a threshold limit where the source can be optimal, where you can meet. So that we have crossed that threshold where it has become a disaster almost. Over all sort of contradiction and so much of things we are experiencing.
So, constitutional work control. And any disease prevalent in those days?
Sir, HIV was very much prevalent.
But HIV is no longer there in age. The scale it was promoted actually. No, it is no longer that disease is available. Diseases, its prevalence is not there actually. It was one said. Amara Odisha, OSAC. What is that OSAC?
Orissa, OSHA.
State AIDS control program.
Okay.
So they will come. Then no. Means we are all machinery geared up, awareness created, sensitization. So that because its prevalence is minimal, because our cultures, our practices are not typical of the Western culture, which gives us a promiscuity, then the openness and things like that. So when we are going for a hype, we are going for this thing because of the Western influence. The sociology should address this thing because so much. What is soft power actually? What is soft power?
Soft power.
So soft power is by using our culture, people to people ties.
No. Which predominates actually? Which see our cinema, our cuisine, our dance form.
Yes.
So we are losing that thing actually. So that's the way we are losing our soft power. We become a pawn in the hands of the global power actually.
So
that is also a paradox actually.
Yes.
So we have given our own indigenous strength, indigenous capacity.
Yeah, one thing. Some sociologists make hypothesis that since limited social mobility is there, development is not taking place. Some hypothesis draw conclusion.
Yes, sir.
Hypothesis that because of limited social mobility, the tribal people are not advancing. You support this statement
Yes, sir.
by the hypothesis.
The hypothesis is a tentative statement or a
Right.
generalization or a hunch work about a said statement.
So, do we feel that what is social mobility?
The social mobility is the movement upward or downward the social ladder in the
That
society.
means in what sense?
Social structure.
Yes, not structure is not structure.
Societies.
Only one parameter is
One
decides.
parameter.
Only economic parameter. How nothing else. Only economic. How no parameter nowadays. It is all resolution of all the hierarchical this thing actually.
Class and caste system.
Caste and
Class and class.
caste and
What is
class.
the class system? What is caste system?
So class is based on one's achieved status, like whatever I do during my lifetime, and it is mostly economic in nature. And
There
sir,
is
caste.
mobility.
Sir,
Up and
it
down.
allows upward, sir, but it allows downward mobility also. I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is not possible in caste system.
Caste. Yeah. Sir.
But caste system, its rigidity is breaking away because of what? That is also another paradox. Why the caste rigidity is breaking down?
Sir, education, I think.
Education
Yeah.
is the only social
Social
factors
tool, yeah.
in the country.
Technology also.
Technology also, yes, yes.
For
Sir,
migrant.
and this corporate culture also, I think, we're not asking the caste to everyone in the
Yes,
corporate
yes,
culture.
yes.
You know what is the social problem of migrants from Odisha? Those are going Dadan.
Dadar.
What is social problem they face?
Migrants.
Social problem.
Sir, firstly, exploitation at the very minimum wage they have to work. Sir, and staying away from family, sir, I think especially the men migrate and so the woman stays behind. The family tie is very much lessened and the woman faces the, the hardship of looking into the family also and to manage the...
The migrants also face a problem there.
Yes, sir,
Because they are not part of the entire this thing.
Yes,
Yes,
sir, yes.
they are looked at the outsider.
Their
And
children
then,
education, their social contact, everything is being disturbed
Yes.
because of migration.
tell me how sociology harmonizes society actually. Studying sociology, is it a study that harmonizes social factors?
Definitely, sir. I think sociology should...
Or it creates a conflict or a fault lines?
Sir, it helps us to understand the fault line, I think.
Yeah.
Sir, for example, if a person is not having sociology, they may not understand the hidden aspects. For everyone, like many students, they don't know what is caste, mobility and all of this. Sir, I think it helps us to highlight the fault line and work on those social policies that can help in correction of this fault line as an
Good.
administrator.
Good. So really, but I think you will click because you have a